Hey, what's going on, YouTube? Here we're going to start off with the dollar for a weekly close. Pretty steep decline. Let's call it $2 decline on the week. What I'm looking at is a fall below the 34 SMA on the weekly, and the attempt to come back to its natural point of return, and it did not make it. So what do I say? I say that's double bearish because the natural point was to come back up to 97. Missed the point by at least $1.25, at least, I think, just looking at it. And we have a very nasty candle closing on its low. Probably look for a bounce on Monday, but what I'm looking at is a bearish retracement that failed to reach its natural point. This doesn't look like a higher low. It's closing on its low. It very well could bounce back, maybe do a bullish piercing pattern, or some kind of next week maybe a reversal bar. But right now that is very bearish, and coming up on 93 is pretty much the breaking point. We've got a couple wicks to contend with, but 93, so we're 90 cents away from a pretty much breakdown of the dollar. Right now we're doing all right, because the 92 is the low. But very nasty, of course. That's not good looking at all. Let's look at the daily, see how nasty this was. Just fell apart. Now on the daily you can see the bearish piercing pattern as it opened up and broke through 50% of the body. Boom, 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 breaking previous lows. Bam. Didn't even use the 34 as support. At very, very heavy decline. So we were waiting for that for a while. It was on the rise for quite some time, and it looks like from the beginning of May all the way to today, first week of July, Friday, or first week of June, Friday close, just a massive decline. Look for a bearish retracement again, back to the 34. But on the longer term, weekly, you can see that the bearish retracement was already put in or working for the past month and a week. So there we go. I mean, what can you say? This could turn into a reverse head and shoulders, and then break above. So be aware of that. We have a left shoulder, we have a head, and we have a right shoulder working. That is still in terms of above the neckline. So, see, up or down, I don't know, but right now it's very bearish as it closed on its low, closing below support levels. There we go. Pretty nasty. S&P looks like they hit a wall. We're working for the week, or for the day. We had a hanging man right there, hit a wall, put in a pretty nasty top, and a signal for the downturn on a daily. Monthly, you got a spinning top. Looks like it hit a wall. It stalled out forever, right? So once it stalls on the tops, there's no more buyers. Once it stalls on the bottom, there's no more sellers. 5 hour, you got the bearish retracement put in. So look for lower prices next week. For the month so far, let's see what's going on. Not much going on. Small spinning top there, but still below resistance. So it's hitting a pretty nasty top. Same with Dow, I think. Here's a daily. Not a hanging man, but long-legged doji. That could be construed as a doji over the support line. But let's see what happens on the weekly. Weekly close. It's almost a hanging man. Probably not quite two. I always use the 2.5 rule, not 2 times. So 2 bodies and a half, that could be construed as a hanging man, I guess. Pretty close on a weekly. And let's look at the shorter term, see what happened. It looks like we had a hammer over the support, came up at the end of the last 5 hours. So it could go either way. Look for previous high breaks and previous low breaks. Right now on a 5 hour, it's above support. Daily, it's right there. We got to close above support. Weekly, just hanging 10. Let's see, monthly, see how we're doing so far. Not much of a candle. There's no reversal there except for this one the previous month, but we need a previous high break or a previous low break, and we got support all the way down on a monthly. So see what happens. NASDAQ, pretty much the same thing, hitting a wall. We got hanging man on the daily from yesterday, and then almost a breakdown. Recovered a little bit, but that's a bearish encompassing pattern. We did close above support, so be aware of that. Same thing as S&P. It looks like just a spinning top hitting a wall. So might have the summer doldrums here coming up real quick as the buyers have dried up for the summer. Crude, it's still hanging in there on a weekly. Not much to say on the weekly. There is a higher low and a lower high, but it's not confirmed anything yet. So daily it looks a little bit worse as the lower high got lower, but we do have 3 rising candles making this a tri-tip bottom on a daily. We'll have to watch and see. We got higher lows. So what I'm saying is basically we're in a pattern, right? We're in this little pattern. Watch out for breaks outside the pattern. Let's see if we can find anything different. Looks like 60 minutes we are on the rise. Following those higher lows. Looks like above 49 will get us to 50 again somehow. Not much to say on crude. hanging in there. It's not confirmed any bearishness yet. Let me take care of these lines. So previous high break, look for previous high breaks on a monthly chart. We got just started. Looks like we are above support on monthly, so look for previous high breaks, as it looks like from this double bottom it might want to go all the way to its natural point of return. It'll take a while, but it looks pretty healthy on a monthly. It's above support. Gold, thank God for the bullish piercing pattern that has saved the day. And then I think on a 60-minute last night, I mentioned this candle right here as I closed my session, my video. It closed a dragonfly doji. If you were paying attention and saw that close, all you would have to do is take, as it opened up or broke higher, is take a ride. That is a sweet, sweet candle on the bottom. Dragonfly doji, pretty rare to see that. And then you had a hammer here, and then a flat top break. Catching that flat top break on gold futures would have just been exhilarating. That is pretty badass. Let's see on weekly. You can see the bullish encompassing. You can see the open down and close 50% above, making this a 2-bar bullish encompassing piercing pattern. We closed at support and resistance, so could we see a retracement on Monday? Maybe. But any open up, I would take a ride. If it opens down, catches support, maybe the 13 or 50% rule. You can either catch it at support or catch it on the weekly high break. Doesn't look like this 3-bar evening star is going to take hold any longer, but we'll see. This could be, as the breakdown, this could be a bearish retracement as it comes back down to its natural point. That is entirely possible. But I'm going to take this as a very sweet bullish pattern, because it really took off, didn't it? That was really nice. Really nice to watch. And you can see on a monthly, as we closed above the 34 last month, it is wanting to go higher. So there is your emphasis, the monthly chart, morning star pattern, boom, right over the 34. Bullish retracement, bullish retracement. Let's watch for a flat top break of 1300 and take the ride to, what did I say it was? 1475, right? Was my target for 6 months out? I can't remember. Someone remind me of where I said this thing was gonna go. Yeah, previous lows, 1527 on the map, but I think 1475 was my target by the fall, right? I think I remember saying that. By the fall, 1475, right here. By the fall. Do you think it can happen? I think so. 1, 2, 3, no problem. Get 3 tall white soldiers. Boom, boom. Very bullish on a monthly chart. It put in its bullish retracement. Now it's ready to move higher. We'll see if we can break the 1300 first. But once we get past 1300, I think 14 will be easy, right? Pretty easy. That is that reminds me of a very long accumulation pattern right there, because you got the drop and then the accumulation. Pretty nice. Silver, another bullish. It didn't start off the week as a bullish piercing pattern, but it definitely got above. It's right at resistance. So could this be another bearish retracement, as it didn't close above the 8? But watch as it opens up. It's definitely a bullish pattern, but we needed to close above our resistance lines, and we didn't. So look for some more consolidation. As you can see, it already started, because this took off early in the morning, and you can see the U. So that could be construed as a longer cup and handle. There's a cup and a handle. That's 60-minute. Pretty nice. But that U pattern, I think, is bullish, but we did put in a higher low, or lower high on the close on the 60 minutes. So look for more consolidation, but any previous high breaks, take a ride, definitely. There's the daily, or there's a 5-hour. Pretty nice. Pretty nice. And we closed above this little gap too. Higher lows all the way to the 34, and then it popped. Boom. Pretty nice. Copper as well took a little ride today, but not good enough to get above support on a weekly. But you can see the nice little pop. Pretty nice. You can see the nasty top, the decline, the accumulation, right? Pop, and then higher low, and then it didn't close above previous highs. So look for a open up and continuation, as that is a nice candle on the daily. But the weekly might be construed as a bearish retracement, as it got stopped out at resistance. So lots of ways to look at it. Look for weekly emphasis as it takes precedent. But the bounce was together with gold and silver, so I would suggest that it's probable that it's going to open up and continue with gold and silver. There you go. So that's it for the weekly update. I got a busy weekend, but I want to do a look and see for equities that are mining stocks that are busting out or recovered nicely on Sunday. So look for a video on Sunday, probably late Sunday, as I will be staring at the computer screen all night, planning out the next week. So look for that. Thanks for all your comments. Let me know what's going on out there. Please share. Please like. Everything that we talked about happened, and I hope you guys appreciate all the good news today. I mean, wow. I didn't expect it to blow up that high. But hopefully you guys are making money. Prepare for another bullish move, as flat top breaks are coming, as we just came off support levels. The EMA, weekly EMA, you can see all the bounces. Look for flat top breaks coming up, and go for a ride. Let's ride this thing for a couple more years, 3 years, 4 years, however long it takes. So anyways, thanks for watching. See ya.